Chelsea fans, I'm back with a video to round off the nightmare that's been 2023 for Chelsea fans and for the football club itself. There's been some high moments in certain games, but the overall general consensus is we just want to get 2023 out the way. And it's just to do a little bit of a video just thanking you guys for sticking with me and my channel. And yeah, that's basically it. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about last year or this year. There's a couple of hours to go until New Year's, until we get into 2024, which I sincerely hope is going to be a much better 2024 than this past year. Now, Thomas Tuchel, Frank Lampard, now to Mauricio Pochettino, and 16 players out in the summer, only 9 in on the first team squad, and obviously some loans returning. It's been tumultuous 2023. The good thing about all this, apart from, to me, the only worst case scenario is we get relegated, but that's not going to happen. Surely that's not going to happen. But I don't think, I can't actually see it getting much worse than what we've had and what we've witnessed in 2023. I think there was some sort of stat said on TV about how we've got one, like us and another club have got the worst record in the Premier League for either wins or defeats in the season over the calendar year. It's just been a complete nightmare, and it's a situation that's just far flung from what we're all been used to in the last 20 or so years. Again, we must talk about people that are a lot older. Now, I'm turning 50 in 2024. I know, don't look it, I know. But I started going to Chelsea in 1980 when I was 6, and we had the old second division. We had just looking forward to finishing mid-table was our target, and beating one of the big teams was our highlight. So I've witnessed what it was before to what it is, or what it has been over the last 20 or so years to what it is now. There are people I understand that have been Chelsea fans and sort of lived through those last 2 decades where we were the most successful football club there is. In this country anyway, let's just say that. And our rise from being a club that was looking to try and achieve Champions League football to becoming mainstays and to winning it twice. I mean, who else would have even thought that we'd win the competition twice, the Europa League twice, the Premier League 5 times, numerous FA Cups and League Cups. So when people give you stick right now about Chelsea and as they are at the minute, and just turn around and tell them we're having a break. You know, we've had a lot of success. We'll let other people have a go for a while because we will be back. And we will be back, people. It's important that you recognise that. You're not too down and disheartened because, as I said, this can't get any worse, really, apart from relegation, but that's not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. As soon as we get to 40 points, we only need 12 more, we're laughing, and we can all breathe easy. Anyway, so 2023 was just a complete nightmare of epic proportions, poor performances, rumours of all sorts of player unrest, and those players went, and there were still problems. You know, we've got injury problems that are plaguing us. I'm worried about Reece James, I have to say that. I'm worried about Ben Chilwell and their recurring injuries. It's just something that just happens. It's football. And we have to remind ourselves it is only football we're talking about. It means a lot to everyone. Of course it does. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to you. But it is only football at the end of the day, and there are much more important things to be worried about, concerned about. You know, people being ill, being terminally ill, people with disabilities, people who are mentally ill, you know, people that are fighting demons and battles every single day of their lives, the homeless, poverty. There's much more we can talk about that are genuine concerns, whereas we're just talking about our football club. So all I'm trying to do, people, is not to be all doom and gloom. What I'm trying to do is point out the fact that this is only football and we shouldn't get to the point where we have been. Now, I have to say that I have been a little bit conflicted for a while in my thought processes when it comes to Chelsea. Apologies. This is not a scripted video. It's a video I feel like I have to do for all of you, for my subscribers, because I haven't done one for a while because of illness and stuff like that. I've still got a bit of an illness. My knee's getting better, but it's still not 100% right. I can at least sit down. But it's just, you know, we just have to. I've lost complete train of thought of what I was saying now. That's just typical, though, isn't it? Yeah. So we're just talking about the negativity of me being conflicted. That was it. So I always try to be positive on my channel. I always try to be that. I always try to be realistic, and hopefully you guys that subscribe and you watch my videos are genuine with that as well. And you can see that I'm actually trying to be genuine, to try and play things down, because people fly off the handle. There are certain YouTube channels out there, I'm not going to even mention them, but you guys know what I'm talking about, that are totally reactive, and they just put clickbaity headlines and they talk absolute nonsense for effect to get themselves out there. I want my channel to be full-time. I want you guys to take out channel membership for £1 a month to support me. I've got 26,000 subscribers. If all of you did £1 a month, it will be amazing. If 10% of you did it, it will be amazing. But I'm not going to sit here and do clickbaity titles and just be like all these other people. I want to be as real as possible. And you guys know that I'm like that. And so when it's got to the Everton game and stuff like that, and the last match commentary that I did, I really lost it, because I was just the frustration come out. I was effing and jeffing. I don't normally do that. And the reason I did that is because I can see the massive, huge potential we've got in our squad. At the moment, we're playing like individuals. There are moments where we click as a team, but we're still playing like individuals. And when that happens, after a number of months, and you have a performance where you know you're so much better than that, and you're getting picked off with stupid mistakes, it becomes really, really frustrating. And that what got the better of me. Now, Chelsea need to drum that out of themselves. In yesterday's game against Luton, 3-0 up and cruising, to then just take the foot off the gas and stop playing football and allow Luton down the wings to put crosses in time and time again, was typical Chelsea in 2023. Typical. Hold on. Now, I've got no time to edit this video, so the coughing's going to be kept in, and I apologise for that, but cheers, everybody. But that's just been us 2023. Up there, down there, lapsed performances, defensive mistakes, attacking mistakes. It's been a steep learning curve for all of us to try and adjust our expectation, to try and get to grips and accept the fact that we're just useless. That title challenges are long gone for the time being. Top 4, forget about it. If we can get ourselves somewhere near to the Conference League or Europa League, that'll be amazing. But that's what it's been like for us all season and the end of last season. So it's just typical Chelsea. They put us through it, but we love them. We always will love them. And all we can do now is say, 2023, fuck off. 2024, let's try and be more positive. Let's get behind everyone. Let's get behind the project. Let's get behind the football club to try and hope that Todd Bowley and the ownership actually just get their head out their asses and just understand what's needed to be Chelsea, what it means to be Chelsea, how important it is to have certain, expectations in the dressing room, in training, on that pitch on match day, the levels you need to be at. Now, I say that because I don't know if these two directors, technical, sporting, whatever they are jokes. I really don't know. But what I do know is if they sell Conor Gallagher in this window coming up, then they need shooting. Simple as that. Conor Gallagher, for me, wasn't someone that would be on my starting 11. And if you watch my videos back from the summer, in the beginning of the season, I kept banging on about the fact it's going to be a midfield three of Caicedo. Caicedo, Enzo, and Lavia. Conor Gallagher has changed that purely and simply because of his work ethic on that football pitch. He is the benchmark now for me that every single Chelsea player needs to get to. to try and get to that level as the minimum and then go again from there. Because he embodies the old school Chelsea from the last 2 decades, what it was on that pitch, what it meant to be Chelsea, to play for Chelsea, to represent that shirt. That's what Conor Gallagher does on a daily basis and on the pitch on a match day. And there are others that don't do it, and they need to get to that level. But they are beginning to try to do that. Now, Cole Palmer is an absolute revelation. I still think there's something in that signing, some sort of deal with Man City. There's something bugging me about that, a buyback or I don't know, something. But all we can say is, all I want to try and say is, let's just focus now on being positive, to try to see the good things more than the bad things in this start of 2024, the rest of this season. Let's have an expectation of 10th place. Anything better than that is an improvement for us. Okay? So let's have that expectation. Let's get behind the team. I know they're going to finish higher than that because they're going to put a run together. They're finally going to click. And when they do, we can beat anybody. On our day with our best 11, we can beat anybody. But it's having that best 11. I tweeted it out yesterday. Pochettino's got to stop chopping and changing his back line and the goalkeeper. Decide on a 5, then back 4 and the keeper. Or 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs and your goalkeeper a 6, a unit of 6. And stick with them and work with them to get our defensive solidity there as the important base to build on. And then you build through midfield and that attacking third. So there is so much scope for our squad to grow together over the next few seasons, but we're Chelsea want it all now. So let's hope they can deliver. Let's get behind them. Let's be positive, and let's stop this nonsense, people. Let's just stop this absolute nonsense and just see what happens. As I said, we're already at our lowest point. We can't get any worse than what we have been in 2023. So before you make a video and you make these clickbaity headlines and you call people out and all this nonsense, just think back to what 2023 was. It was a joke, basically. Let's hope 2024 is much better. And finally, from me, just to say thank you so much for all of you, for your support on my channel, for putting up with me and the videos and the lack of and stuff like that. I will promise to get better in 2024. For those of you watching me for the first time, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And just to say to each and every single one of you, I'm trying not to cough. I wish you and your families a very happy new year and and all the best for 2024, whatever that brings. And let's hope for Chelsea it's better. Thanks, guys. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you soon.